Morning, everyone. Is there a football game today? Anybody know? Football game today. Giants play anybody of importance today? Good game day morning, everybody. It's your boy, the Bad Diggity. It's a gorgeous day here in upstate New York. High 60s, sunny, autumn breeze. It's nice. It's nice. I figured it's a 425 game today. I figured I'd go live for a little bit here this morning, the game day. The 425 games, it takes forever for them to get here, man. I hate it. I hate the 4 o'clock games. And the Eagles play at 1. I don't get the Eagles today. Instead, I get the Packers-Bengals. Like, I give a damn about the Packers and Bengals. Terrible game on Fox in upstate New York today, so I'll be watching Red Zone. But, yeah, I mean, at least the last time the Giants played at 4 o'clock, we had the Eagles game. So at least I could have watched somebody from the NFC. So I'll be watching a lot of Red Zone Network. But what's going on, Thrash Crow, Luke Dog, Mike A., Sammy Weber, Spencer Croce, Evan Spitzberg, diehard Giants fan. What's up, buddy? Anthony Zayas, Donovan Paola, Meet the Mets. What's up, buddy? I don't Meet the Mets is at that game, and Meet the Mets is the freaking man. I mentioned a bunch of times, but when we went down there for the Jets-Giants game, Meet the Mets he was the freaking man. Very hospitable, hooked us up with a great tailgate. Meet the Mets he's good people, man. He's a good dude. Freaking love Meet the Mets. Dude can talk trash to the best of them too, man. That's my guy, Meet the Mets. Let's kick some Cowboys ass, Mike. Let's do it, man. Nicholas Manella, what's going on? Josh Rodriguez, Lake Nona, Darren Bond, Super Mario, Aiden P. Unknown user, Crimson Shadow, Isles fan for life, Afghanistan. What's up, buddy? Mike Fiore, Ryan Windsor. What's up? Nicki Minaj in the house. Julian Love in the house. We went in today. I can't say we're going to. One thing I love doing, I don't think people understand what hot takes are. Like a hot take, let me define this for you. A hot take is a long shot prediction that has a possibility of happening, but it is a long shot. That's why they're hot takes. So, I put a hot take on Twitter. I said that Daniel Jones will have more touchdowns than Dak Prescott today. It's very possible that happens. Diggy actually got it right. He said that it might not be enough to win, and that's kind of what I figure. But someone's like, "Oh, I absolutely disagree," because they don't understand what a hot take is. It's very possible Ezekiel Elliott has 2 or 3 touchdowns today, and Dak Prescott only throws 1. Where Daniel Jones is playing from behind today and gets a couple of cheap ones like Jalen Hurts did. It's very possible that Daniel Jones has 3 total touchdowns and the Giants don't win this game. It's very possible. So that's why I said it. It doesn't mean we're going to win. I didn't say hot take Giants are going to win. I would like the Giants to win. I think the Giants can win, but this is not going to be easy at all. So Johnny Eyeballs in the house. What's going on, Johnny Eyeballs? Cletus T. Bags. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. We have to get pressure on the quarterback. And, we got to get pressure on Dak, and we got to play a clean game. If we're going to win this game, we got to stop Ezekiel Elliott and so on and so forth. So I'm looking forward to it. I like that prediction, Mets. 33-30 Giants. I would love it. I would love that. I would freaking love it. 56 today. I wore this stuff last week. Mark Holmes turns 56 today. So I just think that's good mojo for the Giants. Mark Holmes is a Cowboys fan turning Lawrence Taylor's number today. So let's go. Let's go Giants, man. Let's go. It's early, so I got some coffee this morning. But John Doe, what's going on, man? Chris Olson, Peter Biscardi, Galen Shumway. So, yeah, man, I'm hoping, like I said, I hope beyond hope. This is a big game for the Giants. Giants win. They're right back in the thick of things. If they lose, well, I mean, we already started looking at next season a lot of times anyway. We already talk about next season, the draft, and Dave Gettleman and everything else. So, obviously, if they lose today, it's really going to hurt. But I see a lot of Giants fans. We got 34-31. We have 31-27. See, I like this. We have 33-30. I like this. Jets versus Falcons is a clown show. That's a fact. Where'd that go? Yeah, I agree. I think the Jets can beat them, though. But we'll see. Yeah, hit that thumbs up, man. DJ for 400 again. I hope so. Look at this. See, we got a lot of this. 27-21, 31-28, 31-28. I don't think the Giants are going to hold Dallas 21. I think if we're going to win, we have to get into the 30s. Shepard's not playing today. There's no Shep. There's no Slayton. Andrew Thomas is questionable. We'll see. We'll see what Andrew Thomas does. We shall see. He might play Super Mario. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if he's playing or not. He's not going to be 100% if he does. So we'll see what happens. Look at Harry Dean Stanton. I'm watching Christine actually today. I figured I'll have AMC on. They got the Fear Fest going, so I'll be watching that as well as NFL Red Zone. But right now I got Christine on there. It's the Stephen King day. You got Christine, you got Carrie. I think Silver Bullet's on a little bit later. John's got to put a silver bullet into the hearts of the Dallas Cowboys nation today. Let's hope that happens. But yeah, no, we don't ever blow teams out. Never. Doesn't happen. We're not blowing Dallas out. That's for damn sure. I wish we could. My allergies are killing me today. I hope we do. But what's going on there? Giant fan, what's up, man? Sleeping Angels, how you doing, buddy? Yes, a lot of Giants fans think they're gonna win today. If the Giants ever held Dallas to 16, I'd be amazed. I can't see that happening. Our defense isn't good enough to hold them to 16. We got no pass rush, man. Got no pass rush. Peter, my man, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, really. Who feels Pepper's role, Ryan or McKinney? It's gotta be. It's a good question. I would think it's Logan Ryan, but we'll see. I thought that's why they drafted Xavier McKinney to kind of take over the role of Jabril Peppers. So we'll see. I think it could be a combination of both, but it's a good question. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how they do it. I don't know who took over that role last week against the Saints. Johnny Letourneau, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, brother. Brilly. Stella, you're the man. How can I be the man when you're the man? He says, my friend today, I am a stinking Giants fan because Dallas and their fan base are pathetic. Is Hurts at least better than Sam Darnold? Can we beat the Panthers today? I think Hurts. I think the guys can beat the Panthers. But I think that if the Eagles are going to win, they have to do what they did against the Falcons. I think they have to run the ball. That's number one. And I think Jalen Hurts needs to throw some safer passes. I don't think you can have Jalen Hurts chucking the ball 50 times and throwing the ball down the field against Carolina's defense. I don't think it's going to happen. But Sam Darnold has definitely been better this year, and your defense has been really bad the last couple of weeks. I think you can beat them. I just don't know if you will. Much like us, you're going to have to play a really good – you're not going to be able to – you can't have turnovers. You're going to have to force some turnovers if you're going to beat Carolina. They're a lot better than I thought they would be. And Sam Darnold, like I said, he's played a lot better this year behind – with a better team around him. It ain't going to be easy. I think you can win. I don't know if I'd pick you to win, but I think that you can. Chris B says 34-21. Dallas, it's very possible. I think the Giants will cover today, but – that's very possible. 34-21 is very possible. I mean, listen, I'm not picking the Giants to win today. They can, but if I'm looking at this game, being completely honest, having 1.5 good quarters against New Orleans is not selling me that we're good enough to take on Dallas yet, that we can beat Dallas. But that's why they play the games. Dallas could definitely have an off day. Dak could have an off day. Zeke could have an off day. It can happen. Players have off days. It happens. So hopefully it happens today. 41-14 Dallas, that will not happen. Dallas will not beat the Giants by 27 points. That's not going to happen. Asia, my lady, Jets losing. I think the Jets can beat Atlanta, but we'll see. There's no Calvin Ridley for them today. Gallup's been out, Chris. Gallup's been out pretty much all year. They haven't had Michael Gallup in a long time. And this one, too. I mean, you guys are just being ridiculous. 47-21. Dallas is not scoring 47 points. They haven't scored 47 points all year in a game. Why would they be able to score 47 against the Giants? The Giants' defense is a lot better than Philadelphia's defense. You scored 37 on offense against Philadelphia. So you had to pick 6 in that game. So, no, the 47's not happening. Oh, the game is on? I didn't know the Jets were playing. Oh, I forgot the game is in London today. Totally forgot the game was in London. Where the channel is that on? 6? I totally forgot the Jets are playing. I mean, who gives a damn about the Jets and Falcons, honestly? NFL Network? What the hell channel is this on? There it is. I'm going to tell you right now, I like college football a lot more than I like NFL football. That's a fact. I love watching the Giants. The Giants are my team, and I watch the NFC East, but I am much more a college football fan than I am an NFL football fan. Jets, Falcons, I do not care about one bit. I see the Falcons are winning 20-3. Okay. Does Kadarius Toney get his first touchdown today? He could. He could. So could Galladay. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Let's hope it does. Yeah, Jets offense is terrible. Wow. 20-3. Jesus. Iowa's great. They're the number 2 team in the country. Without a doubt. Jets almost returned a second half kickoff. I see they have the ball, second down and 3, 14:27 to go. I guess they do. Johnny, my man, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Brilly says, bad luck if the Giants are getting beat in the first half while you're wearing the Taylor jersey. I suggest you switch to the Allen jersey. I'm not wearing that unless I have to, Johnny. There's no way, and I'm hoping I don't. The Jets just got a first down. I'm hoping I don't have to do that. I only won because Clifford was injured. Doesn't matter. They won. It's part of football. It's part of football. They were losing 17-3 when Clifford got hurt. I understand that, but Iowa won the game 23-20. They're the number 2 team in the country. They beat Penn State. People get injured. It happens. It's part of football, unfortunately. But it happens. I mean, Tua got injured and Alabama still found a way to win the national championship, right? So it happens. Other players got step. I mean, look at last year. Trevor Lawrence got hurt a couple games, and Clemson was still able to win without him. So it happens. We'll see. We shall see. Do I like Jones more under the? It depends on the situation, Anthony. If it's a passing situation, I like him out of the shotgun. If it's third and medium, I like him out of the shotgun. I don't like shotgun on third and short. I've never liked that. I don't like shotgun. If you're gonna be third and short or third down, from the 2, like third and goal from the 2, I like them under center. I'm just an older school guy. I like that better. I understand shotgun gives him more time, it gives him more room to work with, but you're also farther away from the line of scrimmage, and I don't like that. Unless he's passing it. I don't like Saquon Barkley coming out of the shotgun. A running back has no momentum when they're flat-footed and they get the ball, whereas opposed to when they're under center and Barkley or whoever is running up to take the handoff, they have a bunch of momentum running up to take the ball. So I like that better, but this day and age, a lot of formations are out of the shotgun. So we'll see. Yeah, this is true, Galen. I mean, Bama will be the playoffs too. Yes, I think they will lose to Georgia. I think Georgia would beat their ass. I really do. Georgia's defense is very good. And Bryce Young will have a big-time problem against that defense. Georgia is the best team in the country. It's not close. They've been the best team in the country pretty much all year. But Bama wasn't going to fall out of number 1 unless they lost. And they lost to another. I got the whole discussion about that last night, about how far Alabama is going to fall because they lost to an unranked Texas A&M, and people are telling me they're going to lose. They're going to fall behind Penn State, and it just doesn't make sense. Penn State lost to Iowa. Iowa's number 3 in the country. Texas A&M lost to Mississippi State and Arkansas, and they scored what, like 10 points against Colorado they didn't play well against Colorado either. Not a good team. Mike, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Brilly says this is a statement game, in my opinion, not only for the team, but for DJ. I get Dallas is better, but if we're moving in the right direction, we need to compete. And I completely agree. This is a statement game for the New York Giants. They have to build on the good vibes that they left New Orleans with, win a big divisional game, get yourself back in the race, and prove that you can play with the better teams in the NFL. That's just what they have to do. This is by far the best team that the Giants have faced this year. I don't think anybody would argue that. I think that the Jets just scored a touchdown. There you go. I don't think anybody would argue Dallas is one of the better teams in the NFL. So, we'll see what we shall see. But I expect the Giants to come out and compete. I don't think they're getting blown out today. Johnny, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, my man. Billy says, do you think Barkley is better as a downhill runner? Would you like to see him use more like Brian Westbrook. Barkley is better at being elusive, but he also has to learn how to run downhill. He has to learn how to hit the hole and go forward when there's not a lot to be had. He has to learn how to get 2 yards when it's not there. He has to learn to make 2 yards on his own like Gallman did last year. Gallman is not Saquon Barkley, not even close, but Gallman was able to get those 2 or 3 yards when he had to. You know, he was a guy that could get 2 or 3 yards. And I say it all the time, 2nd and 8 is better than 2nd and 12. Sometimes every play is not meant to be bounced to the outside. Not every play is meant for you to dance around. There's sometimes that Barkley gets the ball and he's tackled immediately. There's nothing he can do about that. But sometimes you just got to get behind those big guys and push forward for what you can get and try to play ahead of the sticks instead of behind them. I don't think that he should be a downhill runner all the time. That's not his game. I don't think he can change what he does. But I do think that if there's nothing there, sometimes he just has to get behind those big dudes and push and see what he can get. You know, that's about it. By the way, I forgot all about this. So today, again, kind of impromptu, my son, actually for his school, they're raising money for St. Jude's this week. So half of whatever I get in this stream today, I'm going to donate to St. Jude's for my son's fundraiser. So just to let you know. So Johnny, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. But yeah, we're gonna donate to St. Jude's, you know, today for this stream. See, I don't think Daniel Jones needs another 400-yard game. I think Daniel Jones needs to be smart. I think that the Giants as a team need to score touchdowns when they get in the red zone. I think that's very important. Daniel Jones doesn't need 400 yards. What Daniel Jones needs to do is put points on the board. If Daniel Jones throws for 235 yards and he has 3 total touchdowns and the Giants are 3 for 3 or 4 for 4 in the red zone, they could easily win this game. I think if Daniel Jones is throwing for 400 yards, it's because we're behind like we were against New Orleans, and I really don't want that. I mean, obviously, listen, if Daniel Jones goes over 400 yards and we win, I'll be thrilled. But I don't think that he needs that today. I think the Giants have to establish the run. I think the Giants have got to find a way to extend drives and to, get some time of possession. They got to kind of keep Dallas's offense off the field if they're going to win. AJ, yes, read the community notes, buddy. I am doing the Lakers tonight as well. It's been going to be a busy day today. We're doing this this morning for a little while. Then obviously we got the game at 4:25. I'll do my post-game video, and then yes, I'll be live for the Lakers at 9:45. Luckily, I have tomorrow off. It's Columbus Day, so I got to work tomorrow, which is freaking nice. Do I think Andrew Thomas is playing? I'm going to say yes. We'll see. Waterfly, my man. Thank you so much for the super sticker, brother. Appreciate you. Really, I haven't done one of these in a while. Whee! Let's go. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I think it's funny that Mark Holmes turns 56 today. I find that ironic. Cops commented that I'm glad somebody is. I'm glad somebody is. I'm not. But I'm glad that there's some Giants fans that are. I think we can win, but I'm not confident that we will. Put it that way. Galen, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, my man. Brilly says, great cause. I think the Cowboys crash their defensive ends a lot today and try to bring the house. Look for a lot of RPO today. Let's go. I hope you're right. I hope the Giants do use some RPO today, some misdirection to, again, you can take advantage of an aggressive defense. So I think the Giants have to. I think that, listen, the Giants on paper aren't as good as Dallas. So you have to take some chances. You have to. You can't just lay back and think you're going to outplay Dallas. You have to take some chances. You have to do some things. You have to run some misdirection. You have to throw the ball deep. You have to mix up your offense. Can't be one-dimensional. And on defense, it's the same thing. You can't play a soft zone all day and let Dak Prescott tear you up when you're not getting pressure with your front 3, your front 4. So you have to blitz some guys. You have to take some chances. You paid Adoree Jackson $39 million. You have James Bradbury, who played like an all-pro last year. You're going to have to hope that these guys can play man coverage at some point today. What the hell did you pay him for? So you got to bring some pressure. I'd like to see Azeez Ojulari come off the edge a lot more in today's game. Cortez, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Brilly. He says Cooper's route running gets him separation. Yeah, Cooper's good, man. I've been saying that all year. Cooper's good. CeeDee Lamb, they're great. Hi, buddy. Okay. We do need interceptions today. We do need interceptions today. we're going to need some turnovers, Afghanistan. We're going to have to flip field position. We're going to have to play in plus territory. And yeah, we're going to have to try to force some mistakes. They're better than we are. But if you win the turnover battle, you have a really good chance of winning this game today. I didn't hear anything about Amari Cooper not playing. I know Gallups not playing. As far as I know, Amari Cooper is playing. Oh, man, Johnny, you're the man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, brother. Brilly says, you're the man. Thank you, Johnny. I really appreciate that. He says, Bad Dog, you may publicly root for the Giants when you're really classic Eagles fan. He says, just kidding. Much respect to you and Little Bad Dog and your family. Can't wait to meet up for the Giants-Eagles game. Win today. If not, are Sirianni and Judge bad coaches? Listen, Sirianni is – you know what's happening with these guys, Johnny, that I see? They outthink themselves. They're getting too cute. They're trying to be too cute. They outsmart themselves. Sirianni's game plan against Atlanta was perfect. Why would you change it? I'm not going to say Sirianni's a bad head coach after 5 games. He's coached 5 games. We don't know what he is. Joe Judge, to me, hasn't backed up what he said. I don't know if that makes him a bad coach per se. I think the Giants have definitely had bad coaching moments. I think Joe Judge has done a bad job this year. I'm not going to lie. Just because they won against New Orleans, I'm not going to sit here and all of a sudden go, oh, he's been great. I think he's been bad. I don't think that he's been good. But at the same point, it's early. So I don't want to say Joe Judge is a bad coach. I think he's done a bad job this year, but I think he did a really good job last year. So I really don't know what Joe Judge is. Sirianni is too early. I think Sirianni's got to get back to basics. Again, you have to work around your player strengths. And hopefully the Giants figured out that Daniel Jones' strength is taking some shots, because it is. And that was the Giants' strength yesterday or last week. So we'll see. But Jalen Hurts, quick passes, West Coast offense type passes, screen passes, slant passes, get Devontae Smith out in space, use Miles Sanders in the running game, use Jalen Hurts in the running game. Do things like that to give Jalen Hurts a break from throwing the ball 50 times. Sirianni's got to get back to doing that. So I'm not going to say he's a bad coach regardless of what happens this year. It's 1 year. I don't know what you can take out of it. I don't think the Eagles are very good anyway, Johnny. I didn't think that going into the year. I don't think anybody outside of the Eagle fan base thought they'd have a good year, to be honest with you. So I don't know how much of that you can blame on Sirianni. But when you see what they did to Atlanta and then all of a sudden they went away from that completely, it doesn't make any sense to me. Duncan, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Really. Let's give Mark a gift of the beatdown by the Giants. I told him that's going to be his birthday present. I told him that'll be his birthday present for sure. Cortez, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Really. Ardori is our fastest cornerback. So who would he match up with? Well, I would think that he'd go against Amari Cooper or maybe CeeDee Lamb. I don't think that the Giants don't shadow guys. I think Adoree lines up on the right and Bradbury lines up on the left. So I don't think like that he's going to shadow Amari Cooper or CeeDee Lamb. I think whoever lines up over there on the Dallas Cowboys left side of the line of scrimmage is going to be who Adoree Jackson lines up against. But we'll see. Another thing, just so you know, there'll be for the end of the month, there'll be one more fundraiser for Susan G. Komen. So we're going to do that we're going to do that probably in a couple weeks. I probably will do that. I always do a live stream Monday after the game. Next week they play the Rams, so it'll probably be the Monday after the Rams game. We'll do another fundraiser for Susan G. Komen since it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we got $646. So we're close. I moved it up to 1,000, so we're close. But that's just awesome that we were able to raise almost $650 for Susan G. Komen during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So that's awesome too. So we'll be doing that in a couple weeks as well. Ian, my man, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Really. Hey, Bad Dog, I'm going to the game to support our Giants. I really would like to go to Dallas for a game before I die. I just think that'd be really cool to go catch a game there. I feel like this is a must win if we want the playoffs this year. Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong at all, especially if you want the playoffs, Ian. But you know what? Regardless, the Giants need to win for their future. The Giants need to win to prove that they can play with the better teams in the league. It's a must win for Gettleman, Jones, Judge. Maybe not so much Jones. If Jones plays well, I think he can skate by. But if we're going to win, Jones has to play well. But it is definitely a must win, and there's no doubt about this. If we lose, we're 1-4, we're 0-2 in the division. Dallas is 4-1. We're already 3 games back and already lost the tiebreaker. So in essence, we're 4 games behind Dallas. It's pretty much over. If we win today, we have the tiebreaker with Dallas. We're 1 behind Dallas, and we're 1-1 in the division. And after the Rams and the Bucks and the Chiefs, the Giants' schedule gets a little easier. They got the Eagles a couple times. They're beatable. They got the Bears. They're beatable. The Raiders are beatable. So the Giants, they have some games that they can win. Washington obviously is beatable. We could have beat them the first time we played them. So I think that we have some winnable games coming up, but the next few games are tough. This is a must win for the Giants if they want to make the playoffs. Absolutely. What's going on, Jared? How you doing, buddy? Cortez, thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Really, really. Giants are so worried about wide receivers and forgot about the damn tight ends. Well, we all know that Jarwin tore us up. And yeah, the tight ends are going to be a big part of it. It's hard, like I said, Cortez, it's hard to stop Dallas. Dallas is a great offensive team. They're extremely balanced. But you know what? If Dallas is going to win, I'm making a concerted effort to make Dak Prescott beat us. I know Dak Prescott can beat us, but you got to stop Ezekiel Elliott. It starts there. If you can stop Zeke, you have a chance to beat Dallas. That's how we beat him a couple of years ago. That's what we have to do. It's easier said than done. It's not like you can just let them go, well, we need to stop them, so we're going to. No. I mean, they're a really good team. But if you're going to beat Dallas, it starts with stopping Ezekiel Elliott. Put them in 3rd down and long. Put them in 3rd and 8. Put them in 3rd and 11, 3rd and 7. Make them become one-dimensional on 3rd down. If they're 3rd and 2 all day or 2nd and 2, they're going to kill us. They got to stop Ezekiel Elliott. Very important. Holly, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Really, really good luck today against Dallas. Hope you kick the rest. I told you, the Eagle fans and Washington fans are on our side today. Everybody in the NFC East is on our side today. That helps. It says, I might be the only Eagle fan that thinks Danny Dimes needs some respect. Have a great day. Holly, it's funny. Yeah, obviously Eagle fans are going to talk crap about Daniel Jones. But don't talk crap about, somebody, the cleanliness of somebody else's house if your house is filthy. The Eagles have their own quarterback issues as well. But regardless, I think that a lot of Eagles fans talk crap about Daniel Jones, but I think a lot of Eagle fans saw that performance against the Saints and they had to think to themselves, okay, well, he's pretty good. There's nobody that can watch him play against the Saints go, he still sucks. Is he inconsistent? Yeah. Does he have to prove that he can do what he did against New Orleans? And I'm not saying 400 yards, but does he have to prove that he can be that guy and have really consistent games week in and week out to be respected? Absolutely. He's not going to get that after one game. Again, as a Giants fan, I was giddy to see what he did, and not so much because he threw for 400 yards, but because of the way he led the team back. If he would have thrown for 400 yards and we lost, it would have been like, wow, he had a good game, but we lost again. But he didn't let that happen. So I was extremely happy with, again, not even his statistics, guys. Happy with that fact that I saw an extremely confident quarterback. I have been waiting 3 years or 2 years and 4 games to see that from Daniel Jones. I want to see win, lose, or draw today, and I want to win. But if I want to see that Daniel Jones out there again today. I want to see that Daniel Jones consistently week in and week out, even if he has a bad game. And he will. Quarterbacks in the NFL have bad games. But if Daniel Jones goes out and has conviction and confidence in his throws and in his ability, he'll be a much better quarterback going forward. That's what I want to say. Even if he throws 4 interceptions, which he doesn't. I mean, he's not a big interception guy. The fumbles have been his problem, but he's cleaned this up. He's cleaned the turnovers up. But I want to see that. I want to see conviction and confidence in everything he does. Because that, to me, going forward, will make him a much better quarterback. And that has always been my issue with Daniel Jones. That has never been his talent level. I think he's got plenty of talent. It's always been, does he believe in himself? Well, I saw him believe in himself in that game against New Orleans, and I'm hoping that it carries over into the game against Dallas and continues to carry over from each game here on forward. Grimmy, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Really, really. Is our wide receiver core the deepest it's been in decades? It's pretty deep. It's pretty deep. I mean, you see what Kadarius Toney was able to add to the offense. And, obviously Kenny Golladay gives us a big, like I said last night, we have receivers with completely different skill sets. You got John Ross, which is the absolute track star burner. You got Kenny Galladay, who's a big 50, he's a big target. He's a 50-50 guy. He's a big possession receiver that can get you good plays. And then you got Kadarius Toney, who is extremely elusive in the open field, can make people miss, can take an 8-yard slant 80 yards at a house. You got a Sterling Shepard, who's a great, solid possession receiver with great hands. And then you got Darius Slayton, who, well, he's got to do better. But yeah, I think the Giants receiving corps is pretty deep, especially because they added Galladay and Kadarius Toney in the offseason. But it's definitely a deep group, and they performed well last week. Let's hope that they continue to. Tutto, grazie, paisano, grazie, brilli, se salute, Kevin. The ball dropped by Office to pay our proper respects and paintbrush the hell out of all the stinky Philly fans, losers. Damn right, Tutto. I hope the Eagles lose today. Crasher, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, Billy. When we win today, Daniel Jones is a top 5 quarterback. I'm not putting him. Daniel Jones could throw over 450 yards, 5 touchdowns. We can win today. I still can't put him in the top 5. Daniel Jones has to continue to improve week in and week out, and like I said, be consistent. Be consistent. I jumped the gun. I mean, I admit that. I was way ahead of it. I thought Daniel Jones was going to be great. Like I said, not on draft night, but once I looked at the film, I came out before he took a snap in the NFL, said he was going to be better than Dwayne Haskins. And he is. But I liked what I saw, and especially that first game in Tampa, and then I just got way too far ahead of myself, not realizing that the kid could regress, that the kid could have bad games, and I just thought he was going to be great. And then I saw him play really poor and really inconsistent. Then I was like, God, this kid sucks. And I'm all over with the place with Daniel Jones. I have been. And that's why I said, you know what, from here on out, I'm not going to get too high or too low on Daniel Jones. I love what he did against New Orleans. But I got to see more of that. Holly, thanks so much. Appreciate you. Really. Forgot to mention that the Sooners game. What a game that was. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I took Texas to that game. I really didn't. Texas was playing really well. Oklahoma was not all season. And listen, if Spencer Rattler played that whole game, Oklahoma would have got toasted. Caleb Williams came in there, and I mean, he balled out. Caleb Williams, 66-yard touchdown run on 4th down and 1 saved that game for Oklahoma, because if they don't make that, game's over. He was incredible. It's definitely good for the future of Oklahoma. I don't know what Spencer Rattler's future is there, but that was a hell of a comeback, especially in that game. That saved Oklahoma's season. They got to continue. No letdowns against TCU. They should kick TCU's ass. They can't have a letdown. Johnny, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, brother. Brilly, Bad Dog. When you made that it factor on comparing him to Hurts, probably offended him and watches your videos. When he unleashes, he does well. Well, like I said, Johnny, to me, Daniel Jones proved that he did have the it factor. He had that it factor against New Orleans. That's what I wanted to see. Again, the it factor to me in my opinion, Johnny, doesn't make you a great quarterback. But when I talk about the it factor, what the it factor is to me is a guy that is a leader, that has faith in his abilities, that is a hard worker, and, that has confidence in his game, even if he ain't good. Tim Tebow had that. Johnny Manziel had that. Like, they had it. Baker Mayfield has it. But don't make them great quarterbacks. I didn't know if Daniel Jones had it. He hadn't shown it so far, but he certainly showed it against New Orleans. And again, he just has to continue to build on it. Crasher, thank you so much. Appreciate you, really. I called it last week. I'm manifesting it again. I hope you're right. I picked the Giants to win last week, too. Jesus will be in my corner. We did everything the same. We had the same breakfast. I'm bringing over Jesus. Got the blue hat. Got the Lawrence Taylor jersey. I'm not superstitious. Not changing anything, though, today. Let's hope it wins. Let's hope I have to wear this outfit every Sunday the rest of the year. I just love to beat Dallas. It would be amazing, if we could beat Dallas. So, it's such a big game for the Giants. Dallas is such a good team. I mean, if we could get a signature win today, I think it does a whole hell of a lot for the Giants going forward. I really do. Tuto, my man, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Really. He says, so easy to spot Eagle fans from miles away. All have big mouths. All stink. Oversized behinds. Secondhand clothes. Past due rents, and they never shut up. Well, I guess if they have secondhand clothes, they would stink. They would stink. And again, just a real quick refresher, guys and girls. I get kind of impromptu because I didn't know this was going on. But today, anything that I get during this stream, any donations or memberships or merchandise or anything that happens during the stream, I'm going to donate half to St. Jude's. My son's school is doing a fundraiser for St. Jude's. So whatever I get today, half of that we're going to donate to St. Jude's. So Tuto, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Yes, Duke Falconer says, Tuto, that is a great description of Eagles fans. It is. If anybody hates the Eagles more than me, it's Tuto. I didn't think it was possible. Tuto hates the Eagles. Hates them with a passion. I'm glad Tuto's on my side. We need guys like Tuto in the Giants fan base. They don't take no crap. They take no crap. I do have the Giants, Jets, or the Falcons, Jets. Or the Jets missed the extra point. That's the total Jet thing to do. Jet thing to do. Dire Giants fan, man. Thank you so much for the super sticker, brother. I appreciate you. Brilly. Just waiting to see what it is. There it is. Whee! And big shout out to Dire Giants fan, because without Dire Giants fan, I would still be doing that with my hard-ass kitchen chair and picking it up and spinning it around. But Dire Giants fan got me this chair about a year ago because he's the freaking man. So appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you guys and girls being here, man. Over 300 in the chat, so you know what to do. Smack the like button. It's game day, baby. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe if you're new. Let's go, Giants. I'll be live on Entertainment's channel today, 4:10, about 15 minutes before the game. I'll be live over there for the Giants in Dallas. I'm going to get off of there. I'm going to do my post game. I'm going to relax for a little bit, do the Lakers and Suns later today. So that's the idea. I don't know what's going on tomorrow. I should be home. I don't think I'm doing anything. If I am home, I'm going to be on Authentic's channel tomorrow. He does a giant overreaction. The giant overreaction on Monday afternoon, Monday, like 11, 12, somewhere in there. It's either late morning, very early afternoon. But if I'm home, I do want to join Authentic on his channel, because that would be a lot of fun. Authentic's the freaking man, so it'd be fun. Tutto, grazie, brilli. There's nothing in the world feels better than to paintbrush all stinky Eagle fans like ragdolls and show them who's the boss. And you won't see them smiling no more. I'll be honest with you, Tuto. I don't think they're smiling a lot this year anyway. They stink. Then you got the Eagles fans here. Giants finna get blown out. Worry about your own team. Don't worry about the Giants. Don't worry about what the Giants do. Worry about your own team. Worry about the Eagles. Worry about them getting blown out today. They're terrible. Falcons just fumbled. They didn't have that. Yes, I did, Michael. I did watch the Oklahoma-Texas game. I taped it. I wasn't home. My son's friend had a birthday party yesterday. When I left, it was 14 to nothing. Oklahoma was getting ready to score their first touchdown. But I turned that freaking game on, and I watch a game. Obviously, Texas first play goes 75 yards for a touchdown. Then Oklahoma 3-and-out block punt, down 14-0 immediately. Or down 28-7 in that game. Down 38-20 at halftime. Came back to win. Huge. It sucks. I played a parlay as well, and I took Texas with the points. And if Oklahoma would have just kicked a field goal and not scored a touchdown, I would have won the parlay. But I was happy that Oklahoma won. Doesn't really matter. Meet the Mets. Where did I just see that? I just saw us meet the Mets. Oh, how do we lose this? I have no idea. Which is why at the end of that game, I'm like, they broke me. Like, how the hell do you lose at a damn Falcons? You know? There you go. Paul got it right. A lot of them are. It is what it is. They don't know. Listen, Paul, I've been on YouTube since 2008, and then I came back. I was here for 2008, 2009. I came back in 2014, and I can tell you right now, there's a ton of Eagle bandwagon fans that came on board. They came on board after they won the Super Bowl. So they're a bunch of 15, 16-year-old kids. They don't know anything about football. They just like the Eagles because they picked them up and they won the Super Bowl. It happens. But that's what a lot of it is. Asia, I'm sure he's pissed. Roldy, what's going on, man? How you doing, buddy? I don't know if you'll bench Slayton, but I could see John Ross starting over Darius Slayton for sure. Tuto, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you. Really. Grazie, paisan. The grazie says, all we ask Eagles fans at the link is to take off their jerseys, throw it on the ground, and step on it. If they don't, we'll do it for them in a little more. Yeah, Tuto and company will do is they'll take the Eagles fans and step on the jerseys while the jersey is still on the person. That's what they do. That's what they do. Yes, COVID. I hope that the Eagles get destroyed too. It'd be fun. It sucks that I don't get that game. Normally, in upstate New York, I get the Eagles games if the Giants or Jets are not on. And I got the Packers and Bengals. Like, why the hell do I have Packers, Bengals? None of them are close to my region at all. Why wouldn't you give me an East Coast game? Why would you give me Packers and Bengals? Who gives a damn about the Packers and Bengals up here? Give us an NFC East game, man. It's ridiculous. Johnny, my man, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you, Brilly. Giants fans, I don't get why you don't have this hate for those stinking Dallas fans. At least the Giants have similarities. The Giants stink tuto. We do hate the Cowboys fans. This is the difference, Johnny. Eagles fans are much more vocal than Cowboys fans. And if we're being fair, the rivalry in the NFC East has always been the Giants in Philadelphia and the Cowboys in Washington. Those are the rivals. Yeah, we're all rivals of one another, but the heated rivals, and it's because Giants fans and Eagles fans are extremely similar. We are very similar. Personality-wise, the way we work, the way we love our team, we're carbon copies of one another. So you're going to butt heads. That's why the saying is opposites attract. You ever taken two magnets and put the positive sides together? What does it do? It pushes them away. You can't take two magnets and put the same side together. It will not let you. You can't do it. That's the Giants and the Eagles. You can't. They will constantly you get like here, and you can't. You can't. Tutto, grazie, paisano. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. He says, we don't go to the link and watch a game. Just bullying all Eagles fans, and we leave our famous signature behind, broken noses and missing front teeth. That would explain a lot. Maybe that's why, maybe now I know when I see those people, Tuto, exactly what happened to them. Exactly what happened to them. Lorenzo says Dallas Cowgirls losing today. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. How did we get Devontae Smith again? Didn't Dallas help us? I don't know if Dallas helped us. It didn't hurt, though. It didn't hurt. I think Devontae Smith will be a good player. I do, but I don't know how much he was going to. Like when the Eagles got Devontae Smith and Eagle fans were like, we're going to win 12, 13 games, 11 games. I'm like, how does Devontae Smith make you 7 games better? You still have the same problems that you had last year, which made you a 4-11-1 team. So they can talk about Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts is 1-3 as a starter. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Retail Tuesday. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Giants. Let's go. What do I think about Bama losing? A&M always gives them a problem, don't they? But I got into the discussion last night. I think that Alabama falls out of the top 5. I don't see how they can remain in the top 5. I think they could fall all the way to 7. There's no doubt that Georgia's number 1, and it's not close. Then you got Iowa, Cincinnati, Oklahoma. Definitely, they're all undefeated. They will all go past Alabama. And then I think you could conceivably have Penn State and Ohio State there. Ohio State lost to number 3 Oregon earlier in the year. Oregon's not number 3 anymore because they probably went out and lost to Stanford, but they lost Oregon. That's a good team. And they're still a top 10 team, Oregon. I think they're 8th in the country. And then Penn State lost to Iowa because a quarterback got hurt. I don't see how one loss Ohio State and one loss Penn State, who lost to top 10 teams, would be behind Alabama, who lost to a 2-loss A&M team and was not ranked. They'll be ranked this week. Texas A&M will probably be around 15th or 16th, but Alabama's got to fall out of the top 5. Tuto, thank you so much. Grazie. I appreciate you, brother. Billy. If by any chance you come across any Eagle fans who missing front teeth, you bet they've definitely had a taste of Italy, but certainly not cannolis. Is there a better thing in the world than a cannoli? If any of you in the chat have not had a cannoli, you got to get a cannoli before you die. They're good. Cannolis are amazing. They're amazing things. Do I go to church? No, my church is the gym. That's a church that I go to. That's a church I go to. Do not go to church. Not a religious guy. Jesus in the corner. Jesus will be here with me for the game. But no, I don't go to church. And I'm not one of these guys that doesn't go to church all year and then says, oh, I'm going to go to Christmas Mass or I'm going to go to Easter Mass. No, I'm just not a religious guy. Do I believe in a higher power? Yeah. But am I religious? God, no. So what? Dire Giants fan. You got to have a cannoli. I don't know how many Italian bakeries there are in Pennsylvania. You got to have a cannoli. Get a good one, though. Don't go to like a grocery store or something where they have frozen ones and they thaw them out. You got to find an Italian bakery. You got to have a cannoli. A Sicilian cannoli. One of the ones with the hard shells. You got to have one of those. I'm telling you, man, they'll change your life, diehard Giants fan. They'll change your life. He's rooting for us. Good. He should root for us. Listen, I don't have a dog in this fight, but Atlanta's going to beat the Jets. Somebody told me last night the Jets are going to crush the Falcons. I said the Jets aren't going to crush anybody. The Jets may win. But see, this is the thing. This is why I got to be cautious with the Giants today, because the Jets had a big win. They beat a Titans team that's pretty good. Zach Wilson played a lot better. And then you come out today and you have a complete letdown against the team that the Jets probably should be able to beat, just like we should have been able to beat them when we couldn't. So I guess the Falcons just own the teams in MetLife. They can't beat anybody else, but any team that plays in MetLife Stadium, they kick the hell out of us. I don't know what the hell it is about the Falcons. They always beat the Jets and Giants. They can't beat the damn Eagles, though. I know that. The Eagles own their ass like they own us. Peter, thank you, brother. Brilly. Urban Meyer lost control of the locker room. Urban Meyer stinks. Urban Meyer is not a good head coach. Urban Meyer is going to leave at the end of the year. Jacksonville may not win a game. They might win a couple by accident. Trevor Lawrence is going to be really good. The best thing that could happen to Trevor Lawrence is Urban Meyer getting the hell out of there. Urban Meyer will destroy Trevor Lawrence. Get a real NFL coach in there. Not a joke like Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer needs to go back to the collegiate ranks and bring his clown show someplace else. He doesn't belong in the NFL. He's a terrible person, and he's going to kill Trevor Lawrence. And he won't be there. I'll be surprised if he makes it through the entire season, but regardless, he will not be there next year. I will be shocked if Urban Meyer is the coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars next year. They need a real coach. Listen, I don't know what the hell the deal is with Garrett or Patrick Graham. It's possible that one of them ends up coaching the Jacksonville Jaguars. I honestly could see Jason Garrett going to Jacksonville as the head coach and working with Trevor Lawrence, especially if Daniel Jones continues to get better and has a game like he did against New Orleans and he shows that he is a really good NFL quarterback at the end of this year. Do not be surprised. You want a hot take? Do not be surprised if Jason Garrett leaves the Giants and goes down to Jacksonville and coaches up Trevor Lawrence. Like I said, especially if Daniel Jones has games like he did against New Orleans more frequently than not. If he has big games, if he shows that he becomes a really good NFL quarterback, right around the top 10 by the end of the year, which is possible. If he shows that, Jason Garrett could easily get that job in Jacksonville. They could say, hey, look at what he did with Daniel Jones. Look at how good Daniel Jones is now with not a really good offensive line. Let's go down that. Let's take him and see what he can do with Trevor Lawrence. Because Trevor Lawrence's skill set is stupid good. It's really good. So we'll see. Ross the Boss. He could have a big game today. Somebody mentioned last night he could be the X Factor today. Definitely could. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Really. I feel DJ will have a game-winning drive. We win 35-34. Have 4 touchdowns and prove the haters wrong. The DJ is a franchise quarterback. I'd be the best thing ever, man. Even if it's not 30, if we could just find a way to win this game and he has a good game. He doesn't need to have a great game. If he just has an efficient, like I said, if he throws for 238 yards, couple of touchdowns, runs for a touchdown, don't turn the ball over, we score when we get inside the red zone and we win, I'll take it. Like I said, my hot take on Twitter today was I think that Daniel Jones can have more touchdowns than Dak Prescott today. And again, people don't know what hot takes are. The hot take is something that is, like I said, it's a long shot. Like Jason Garrett becoming the coach of a Jacksonville Jaguars. It's possible, but it's a long shot. But that's a hot take. Hot takes aren't, well, Jesus, Georgia is going to, Oklahoma is going to beat Western Carolina. That's not a hot take. A hot take is something that nobody really predicts. That's what hot takes are. So there's not a lot of people saying, oh, Daniel Jones will have more touchdowns than Dak Prescott. That is my hot take. Is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? No. Michael, thank you so much. Appreciate you, brother. Really. Iowa's a really good team, man. Michael says, I'm riding high for my Hawkeyes win. Looking for the Giants to finish strong and beat those cow turds. Go Giants. Michael, you're an Iowa guy. I don't know if you've been in these streams when I have mentioned this kid, Tyler Lindenbaum, man. I want the Giants to draft Tyler Lindenbaum. That kid is a beast. And he's a true center. Like, we need a true center. I'm like, what do you think about Tyler Lindenbaum? You're an Iowa guy, so you watch him every week. I've only seen him a couple weeks, but I love Tyler Lindenbaum, man. I'm not even a hog guy like Chris. Chris goes to bed dreaming of hogs. I don't, but I like Tyler Lindenbaum a lot. Tutto, grazie, brilli. We use the abandoned buildings to ram in the brick walls without any pads or body protections just to warm up. Run into the Eagle fans like that. Jesse, whoops, where'd that go? Jesse said, what up, man? I haven't been able to keep up with the Giants. How about my Bengals going to beat down Aaron Rodgers today? I don't know. The Packers are pretty good. I like Joe Burrow a lot, but I don't know if they're going to beat. I don't know if they're going to beat the Packers. That'd be a tough one. I would love to see them win, though. Thoughts on Caleb Williams? I mentioned it. There's no way Oklahoma wins without Caleb Williams. There's no way that they win if Spencer Rattler is the quarterback that game. I don't know what that means for Spencer Rattler going forward. I definitely think that Spencer Rattler could still be the starter going into the game against TCU, but I think that if he's on a very short leash if he does start. But Caleb Williams was electric. And, I mean, if you're going to come off the bench and come from behind against Texas, it certainly got his legacy off to a good start at OU. That's a fact. Kevin Tripp says they should let Tony throw on a trick play. Kid's got an arm. They went to do that last week, Trips. They had a trick play where he was going to throw and there was nothing open, and Kadarius Toney was smart. He just ran the ball. He took what he could get. He didn't force to throw. A lot of receivers, a lot of running backs, when they have the opportunity to throw, they will force it when it's not there to be had and throw an interception. Kadarius Toney did not do that. But we'll see if they do that again today. New Orleans was ready for it. So I don't know if that'll be in there today, but they did use that. They did use that last week. They did. Did I go to Oklahoma? No, I did not. Teams don't plan for backups. That doesn't matter. What are you saying, Andrew? Teams don't plan for backups. So Caleb Williams' performance doesn't mean anything? Well, when Penn State's quarterback got hurt, they scored a field goal. Iowa didn't prepare for Penn State's backup quarterback, so how come Iowa could come back from 17-3 and win the game 23-20 when Penn State's kid went down? They weren't prepared for that. So how come Penn State didn't just blow them the hell out? That's a weak argument. I'm sorry. It's a weak argument. You can't say they don't prepare for the backup. They prepare for everybody. But like I said, Penn State's kid, when their quarterback went down, they didn't do anything. And Iowa wasn't planning for them, but Iowa came back to win. So how can you say? I don't understand that. Daniel Jones going to win us a Super Bowl. I love the name. I hope that's true. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate you. 2-teamer, 7-point teaser, Packers +5, Giants +14.5. Let's go, G-Men. Get this win. Huge game. The Giants got to be able to cover 14.5. I think they could cover 8.5. I did not go to. I went to SUNY for like a semester, and that was it. It's a long story. I've told that story before about why I dropped out of college. I was making way too much money at the time. I was stupid when I was a kid. Dumb stuff when you're a kid. That's why sometimes when I give you these life lessons, it's from my own experiences and my own hardships. Trust me, man. I'm 45. I have lived a lifetime in these 45 years. I pretty much lived a lifetime between the ages of 18 and 22. I was like I said, they don't call me bad dog for no reason. Okay. I did a lot of stupid shit when I was a kid. It happens. You learn from it. Everybody does dumb shit when they're a kid. Everybody. That's part of being a kid. That's part of growing up is you're ignorant. You don't know anything. You think you know everything. Nobody can tell me anything. I know I'm 19, man. I make all this money. I know what I'm doing. Nope. Life will smack you down real quick. Life humbles you real quick. Really quick. Like that. Don't see it coming half the time. But it'll humble you real quick. It'll knock you down real quick. And your job is to get the hell back up, not feel sorry for yourself. But yeah, I did a lot of dumb things when I was young. Ross the Boss, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Really, really. Iowa Center, I was watching his tape. I think he needs to bunk up at the next level. He's only 290, and he gets pushed back by defensive tackles and linebackers. I don't know what you were watching. I have not seen Tyler Lindenbaum get pushed around by anybody this year at all. I haven't seen him get pushed around by anybody. I've seen that kid completely beast. There are going to be some plays that you get pushed back. Absolutely. You're not going to win every battle at the line of scrimmage. But that kid can play. That kid can play. Yep. Jesse says, I've been humbling myself. It's a fact. It's a fact. Nobody's life's perfect ever. Which is why, when you get the trolls and everything, I just know I don't ever take that crap seriously. People are going to hate on you. It's just part of life. But whenever somebody comes in with that attitude, I'm just like, they're miserable with themselves. They're not miserable with me. They don't know me. And I didn't do anything to them. Their poor life choices is why they're miserable. It's got nothing to do with me. That's just the rules of engagement on the internet. That's social media in general. Social media, that's a place for everybody to vent their toxicity and that they're pissed off at what's going on in their life. Because I say it all the time. Successful people don't do that. Successful people don't waste their time spewing hate because they don't have time for it. When you're successful, you don't have time for it because when you're successful, you're doing things to become more successful. You're not sitting on social media just blasting people all day and all night because you got nothing better to do. That's not the way you succeed in life anyway. I say that all the time, man. You can't succeed in life when you're worried about other people at all. And they'll never make sense to me. When somebody worries about what somebody else is doing, why? Why are you worried? Unless it directly affects you, there ain't no reason to. So for me on social media, there's a bunch of things I don't like. I ignore it. Why am I going to waste my time with it? I don't have time for that. I'd rather do something more productive with my time than just, oh, man, I'm pissed off. I'm just going to go make myself feel better by insulting somebody. Nah, screw that. What's going on, Bruce? What's going on, Master Eden? Dolphins are Bucks. Whoops. I like DJ. If he wins a Super Bowl, then I'll get, I hope he gets reset. I hope he wins a Super Bowl, but Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl. You're not going to give Dan Marino respect because he never won a Super Bowl. Yeah. That's just what it is. I should give this speech to the Giants franchise so they don't suck it. Well, I don't think that. I think they know. I think, like I said, you think Tom Brady is out there on social media just insulting people to insult him? Of course he's not. Matt, how can I beat a man? I need a man. I'm going with the Bills today, Donovan. I'm going with the Bills. I'm going with Buffalo today. I'm going with Buffalo. 20 years. 20 years in one ring. 30 years they've had 5. 20 years, one ring. Not 30. 20. Since 2000, they've got 1. Since 1991, they've got 5. James Bradbury getting burnt today? I hope not. But he's whether it's CeeDee Lamb lined up across from him or whether it's Amari Cooper, he's going to have a tough matchup. He's going to have a tough matchup today. There is no question about that. Ken says, I need KT to get at least 10 touches. We'll see. I think he'll be more involved in the offense today. I think you saw what he can do, but I don't want to force him the ball. You know what I mean, Kenneth? If he's not open, I don't want them just forcing the ball to force to him, but I would like to see them design plays to get Kadarius Toney out in space. And a lot of that may be your bubble screens and your end arounds, things like that. And honestly, I don't like the jet sweeps and the shovel passes. I always feel like teams are prepared for that, especially when Kadarius Toney is in the game. They'll key on things like that. I would like to see them throw more quick slants and outs and bubble screens to get him out in the because I think that when he runs or if they do an end around, I think Dallas is ready for that. I think we saw that week 1 when Denver blew up the shovel pass for -6. Because I think when you see Kadarius Toney in there, it's always in the back of your mind that that's what they're going to use him for. So I would like to see more bubble screens, short passes. And like I said, today, Kenneth, I think that the Giants need to be aggressive, and I think you can take advantage of an aggressive defense, which Dallas is. They're very opportunistic. It doesn't mean they're great. It doesn't mean they're stifling and they shut everybody down. But Trayvon Diggs is an extremely aggressive corner, and the way you take advantage of that is with double moves. You run a fake out and up. You run those out and ups. You have Daniel Jones, pump fake, Diggs jumps, guy goes behind. It's over. It's over. As soon as Trayvon Diggs jumps, it's over. That's why you use double moves against aggressive defenses. And I think the Giants have got to take those shots early. They took the shot early. I mean, they didn't. I don't think they completed the first shot against New Orleans. But they took the shot early, and it starts. The defense says, "Oh, we got to honor the defense." And then the next thing you know, John Ross had a 52-yard touchdown catch. So the Giants have to do that early again against Dallas. They have to put in the back of their mind, this team isn't scared to go deep on us, and the defense that way it won't be so far up on the line of scrimmage if these guys are able to run past them. But again, in order for Daniel Jones to complete those passes, those routes take a while to run. He's going to have to be protected. So we'll see what happens today. You know, my Philippines exploration. What's going on, my man? Hey, Maraming Salamat. I appreciate you watching, buddy. I don't know if you're a part of my Lakers crew or not. The Lakers, I'll be live in about 9.5 hours for the Lakers tonight. Can you predict how many yards ZJ will have? I think Daniel Jones, this is tough. I think he'll be between like 270 and 300. I think you'll have Daniel Jones in the high 200s today. I don't think he's going to throw over 400. I don't think he'll go for over 300, but I could see Daniel Jones having a day today where he throws for like 275, 280 yards with a couple of touchdowns. I could see him having that type of game today. So my man Bobby says, Bad Dog, normally I don't do it, but today's the exception. Screw Dallas, go G-Men. That's what I'm saying. Everybody hates Dallas. Everybody hates Dallas. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But good luck today against the Rays, Bobby. Good luck today. I'm surprised Boston scored 11 runs. I'm not surprised Boston won a game, but the way they won it. How many home runs did they hit in that game? 6? Tampa don't usually do that. I was surprised that Boston was able to put up, especially since they got shut out in the first game. That's usually the way Tampa Bay pitches, so I was surprised. Yep, I agree. I mean, he could definitely have a rushing touchdown as well. But I think if the Giants are going to win, I think he has to be in that range. I don't think he can throw over, because again, if he's throwing over 400 yards, it's because we're way behind and we've become one-dimensional. They ended up at 14 runs. Okay, it was 11-6 when I looked last. Falcons are choking. Yeah, the Jets just scored a touchdown. Look at that guy. He's pumped. He's like, go Jets. The Falcons stink. The Jets stink. Giants stink. The Giants can unstink themselves today with a win against Dallas. Let's do that. Knowing the Giants will lose this week bad? Let's hope not. Let's hope not. The TD dance was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. The Jets are going to go for 2 here because they missed the extra point last time they scored. Falcons being the Falcons right now. Yeah, you got the Falcons falconing and you got the Jets jetting. So let's see who's able to win this today. Let's take a look at it. There's a throw. Got it. 2-point conversion. Good. 20-17. 20-17. Yeah, they had to go for 2 because they, they missed the extra point. Yeah, James, you're right. You can't play 12 yards off these receivers. The Giants got to be aggressive on both sides of the ball. They have to be. There's no doubt about that. It is a game now. Absolutely. Let's go. Is Thomas can't start a left tackle? It's going to be Nate Solder. I would definitely feel more comfortable with Nate Solder at left tackle. He's more experienced and he's protecting. He's been a left tackle and he's protected Daniel Jones before, but Parrott's not a left tackle at all. It would be Solder. If Thomas can't go today, Solder will be your left tackle. Environmental disaster. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you really, really. One last time, just so you guys know. Again, it was kind of impromptu, but my son was he's doing a fundraiser at a school for St. Jude. So half of whatever I make during this stream, whether through donations, new members, merchandise sales, I'm going to donate half to St. Jude. So thank you, environmental disaster. I think Saquon will be big in the passing game, but if the Giants are going to win today, he's got to be big in the running game. The Giants have got to find a way to get Saquon Barkley going on the ground. If Saquon Barkley can have a 100-yard game today, I feel really good about the Giants' chances. The problem is the Giants haven't given you any reason to think that Saquon could have 100 yards on the ground. But if Saquon and the Giants can get the running game going, have the long drives, 5, 6, 7 minutes, 10, 12 play drives, and finish with 7, we got a really good chance I think you see Saquon Barkley's getting closer. I think the Giants coaching staff has faith in him because you've seen him more involved in the passing game the last 2 weeks, especially against New Orleans. I think we'll see Saquon again in the passing game a lot, especially if they can't establish a run, because sometimes the screen pass is just an extension of the run. But I think that he'll do okay. I don't really know. I would love to see him have a big – it's about time Saquon goes off for a big day in the running game. Hopefully that's today. Because if he has a good game on the ground, we're winning. But again, the Giants have really given you no reason to think that can happen. So hopefully they do. But then again, nobody saw Daniel Jones throwing for 400 yards against New Orleans, especially against their defense, which played well in the Superdome, where we never play well. So that's why they play the games. But I think Saquon will have a good day. I just don't know if it'll be ground and pound Saquon, or if he's going to have, if he's going to be really effective in the passing game. But we'll see. I'm excited about the game. I'm excited about the game. Master Groger says, did you see which one? Mark Holmes makes 12 videos a day. I didn't have time to do the Mark Holmes video. I don't need the Giants to play Dallas to do that video. I am doing a Mark Holmes video like I did with Philly 500. Mark Holmes is getting one. Trust me. But no, which one? He does 12 videos a day. Dave, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Really, really. I need help. Do I wear my Jones jersey that's had questionable luck? My OBJ shirt that's got us to W last week. You always go with what wins, Dave. You have to go. Listen, I'm going with the Lawrence Taylor and the blue hat, right? I've been wearing different jerseys every week, and I've been wearing the black Giants hat. Nope, I wore this jersey last week. I wore the Giants hat last week. I ate the same thing for breakfast that I ate last week, which is an acai bowl. Which if you've never had an acai bowl and you're a health guy like I am, that's damn good stuff. But yeah, you have to go with the OBJ shirt. You have to. There's no question. You got to go with what wins. And then when they lose, then they get changed up. But you got to go with that OBJ shirt today. No doubt about that. Jesse, my man, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Thanks so much, man. He says, for the kids, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, my man. I appreciate that, man. Like I said, I've mentioned this before. And again, this was kind of impromptu with the St. Jude's thing. But this is why I do 24-hour streams. This is why I do fundraising streams. I never thought in a million years my YouTube channel would be as popular or as followed by as many people as it is, especially when I started doing this. When I came back to YouTube in 2014 and 15, I never thought I would have the format to do the things I do. And I'm ultra appreciative, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you that listens to me rant, that listens to me get pissed off or passionate or whatever, that you take the time out of your day to watch the videos, to hang out in the live streams, to do what you do for me. So the ability for me to give back is something that I really love to do. And like I said, in a couple of weeks, we'll finish that fundraising stream for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and hopefully we can get to 1,000. We're close. Again, I could have never done that without you guys and girls. So I'm ultra appreciative. I am extremely lucky and extremely fortunate that I have the best supporters on YouTube. I really do. Because again, you guys know me. I'm an emotional mess. I am a roller coaster of emotions when it comes to my teams. I love my teams. I can't help it. I wear my heart on my sleeve all the time. I've been a fan for 38 years. I don't know any different. And it's not just this is just me in general. I'm a very emotional guy. I tell you how I feel, and I have no filter. I'm not the guy you want around today in today's day and age. That's why I say people like, you should be on ESPN, you should be here. And I always appreciate that, but they could never hire me because I don't care. I'm going to tell you how it is. I don't care if you don't like the truth. I'd rather somebody tell me the truth than be fake. I hate fake people. I hate people that walk around trying to worry about everybody's feelings and not say how you feel. Say how you feel. It's healthy to say how you feel. It's healthy to let out your emotions, whether you're sad, pissed off, happy, elated, whatever it is. It's good. It's good to have an emotional release. You can't hold that stuff back. You got to do what's best for you, people. Sorry. At the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you and your family. You can't worry about it. I say it all the time. You can't worry about what other people are doing. You can't worry about other people's feelings. You have to worry about your own feelings. Then worry about other people. But take care of yourself first. Self-health is first. Always. Listen, when you're in an airplane, what do they tell you? In case of an emergency and the oxygen masks drop, what do they tell you? Always put your own mask on first, then help other people. Always. And that's the way it should be in life. You got to take care of yourself first, then you worry about other people. Self-health is number one. And trust me, as a guy that's dealt with depression in my adult life, I can speak from experience about that. Trust me. Patrick, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Really, really. Andrew Thomas learned on the job. The G mentioned do the same with Peart when AT is healthy. This is true. I do think that they tried last year. This is the difference, Patrick. Okay. Andrew Thomas is extremely talented, and we knew that coming out of Georgia that he, in my opinion, he was the best left tackle in the draft. He's playing like it now, which is very good for the New York Giants' sake and Daniel Jones. I don't know if Matt Peart has that skill set that Andrew Thomas has. You hope that he develops into a serviceable, above average player. The Giants have gotten some guys like Nick Gates. I don't even know if Nick Gates was drafted. They have gotten some guys later in the draft that have been better. You hope that he develops into a really good player, but I can't say he'll be in the realm of Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas was expected to be great. If we get Matt Peart to be a serviceable, maybe above average tackle for years to come, we won the draft pick. But I don't know what I expected of Matt Peart. I think he would have learned on the job, but at the end of the day, you want to win games. Andrew Thomas is definitely going to be cemented as the left tackle. He was their 4th overall pick. They have to use him. I don't know about Peart. You want to try to win games. This year is really about, again, it's about winning games. The Giants took a big swing in free agency, and it's about developing your quarterback more than anything else. So you want to give Daniel Jones the best offensive line for him to succeed. You hope that Matt Peart's a part of it in the future, but right now your goal is to get Daniel Jones elevated to the next level and to try to win football games. And I think the Giants believe that Nate Solder gives them the best opportunity to do so. But hopefully Matt Peart does, evolve into a really good tackle. That's all we can hope for. Andrew, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Really, really. Does absence of Jaylen Smith have any impact? No, because Jaylen Smith was a backup. Jaylen Smith was not playing for Dallas, which is why they released him. He had fallen off the last couple of years. Obviously, it's a guy that had a serious leg injury, and I think it's catching up to him. I think Jaylen Smith did a really good job for a couple of years there, but Cowboys fans will tell you he's fallen off and that he hasn't been very good and he hasn't been productive at all. So I don't think that he makes that big of an impact. I think Micah Parsons makes the impact, and we're going to have to keep an eye on number 11 today. I think he wears number 11 for Dallas. That kid's pretty good. Micah Parsons is pretty good. He's pretty good. So the Giants got to attack their secondary, And even Sunday's right, Captain Trips. Ready, Red, what's up, buddy? How you doing, my man? Good to see you in here. Thank you for joining the stream. Justin Boone, JC, Jay Fleming. Captain Trips, any given Sunday. That's why they play the games. Chris Berman said it all the time, right? That's why they play the games. 1 like away from 200. Smack the like. Hit the subscribe if you're new. Let's go, Giants. We'll be live for like another 20 minutes. I'm going to get out of here. But I appreciate you guys and girls being here. As always. Like I said, I think the 4 o'clock games for me, that's why I kind of do that. That's why the first week of the season I did a little pregame, and this is because they're 4:25 games, and the 4:25, it takes forever for it to get here. The 11 to what, even when the football games are on at 1 o'clock, it's okay because it kind of goes by fast, even though you're getting excited, you're getting anxious for the game. But it's the 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Now the Jets and Falcons are on, but who gives a damn? It's such a terrible game. It's ended up being a good game, but it's 2 bad teams. But that 11 to 1 o'clock is such a long period of time. That's why I'm like, you know what? We play a 4 o'clock game. Let's go live at 11 in the morning and kind of hang out, make the time go by a little bit quicker. It's on Chris's channel today, Agitator. So it is on Chris's channel today. Dak's playing the same week in the same stadium against the same team when he broke his leg. Yeah, he's about to dominate the Giants. I don't know why him breaking his leg would have anything to do with his performance today. Just 2 different teams out there. It's not like the Giants did that intentionally. It's not like Dak Prescott's like, oh, that was a dirty hit. I have a chip on my shoulder. It was clean. Logan Ryan felt terrible about what happened. Nobody was happy that Dak got hurt like that. No Giants fan that I know, unless you're just being a complete asshole, because, again, every fan base has them. And, again, that has nothing to do with the fan base. It has to do with the person. I talk about that all the time in today's day and age because you got this guy and that guy. Listen, at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with your background or anything else. No religion, sexual preference, race, none of it. It has got nothing to do with any of that. Shitty people are shitty people. Good people are good people. That's all it is. You're either a good person or you're not. Got nothing to do with anything else in this world. It's really that simple. You're either a good person or you're a shitty person. That's it. There is no in between. You're either good or bad. So, yeah, there were some people that were probably like, oh, Dak, because they're dicks. I wasn't happy about it. Logan Ryan wasn't happy about it. I don't think Dak Prescott's like, they broke my leg, I'm going to kill him. Dak Prescott doesn't need any added incentive to beat the Giants. So the Giants. He's going to have a good game. We're not shutting Dak down. There's no way. We have to shut Zeke down. Zeke is important. Johnny, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Really, really bad dog. Good luck to the Giants, even though I can't stand y'all. Beat the Cowboys, fly Eagles into the side of a building. You can root for my Eagles today, would be appreciated. Johnny, I love you, buddy. You know I am not rooting for the Eagles. You can't make I rooted for the Eagles the last week of the season. And what did they do to me, Johnny? What did they do to me? I rooted for you against Washington. I rooted for you. As a matter of fact, if I had the Eric Allen jersey, I might have worn it. In that case, I wouldn't have worn that, but still, you get my point. I love you, Johnny. I'm not rooting for your Eagles, buddy. But I do look forward to meeting you at the Giants-Eagles game. I think that'll be awesome. Irish, thank you, the man. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Brilly says, for the children, go Giants, go Big Blue. Let's go, baby. Let's go. And thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. Again, we're live for like another 15 minutes. And again, if you just tuned in, I kind of impromptu. My son's school was doing, they're doing a fundraiser for St. Jude's. So today, whatever I make in this stream, whether it's donations, memberships, merchandise sales, I'm going to donate half to St. Jude's. So for my son's fundraiser. So thank you guys so much for being here. 342 in the house. We're ready for Giants football. I would love to win, man. I told Chris last night, you got a lot of you guys, I know a lot of you guys and girls were in the stream last night. It's so good to do Talking Giants after a victory. It's so good to talk about positive things. Everyone's like, oh, you're negative, bad dog. Yeah, because the Giants, I talk about what happened. The Giants have a lot of negative things that happen to them. That's why they've been such a bad team. I'd rather talk about good things. I'd rather talk about Daniel Jones being a great quarterback. I'd rather talk about Saquon Barkley finding his way in this defense, stepping up and winning games. I'd much rather do that. I would much rather do that than have to sit here and complain about the way they perform. Believe it or not. Some people don't want to believe that, but believe it or not, I'd much rather make my post games and my streams positive about the Giants. I would love to be 3-1 right now. I'd love to be the dominant team. I would love to be the team that's like Kansas City or Buffalo, where you know every week you're going to kick some ass. I would love to be that guy to come on here and be confident every time I talk about the Giants. Yeah, we're going to win this game. We're going to kick your ass. I would love to have that confidence every week. I want the Giants to give it to me. Hopefully they do. Who should go first, Boone or Gettleman? I don't think it matters if Boone goes. It's Cashman's the problem there. Boone sucks. Don't get me wrong. I hate Aaron Boone. Not the right guy for the job, but it starts with Cashman. If you're saying Cashman or Gettleman, I think that they should both. Well, the Giants, we'll see what happens at the end of the year with the Giants. Cashman needs to go. Cashman's already proven that he sucks. 1 year or 20 years, one championship, all the money in the world to spend, and you can't even get out of the damn wild card round. Garbage. Cashman should be gone before Gettleman. Cashman should be gone yesterday. Yeah, King Maximilian, and again, not always 9-7. I mean, in 1990 they were 13-3. In 1986 they were 14-2. But the last two times they won the Super Bowl, yeah, they were kind of mediocre. In 2011 they dealt with a lot of injuries. As a matter of fact, from what I remember, the only game that they had Tuck, JPP, and OCU Manura in 2011 was the last game against Dallas. Week 17 was the first time all year that those three had played on the defensive line together. And obviously the defense got really hot at the end of the year. Eli was fantastic all year in 2011. He carried the Giants. He should have won the MVP in 2011. Should have won it. Threw for 5,000 freaking yards. And he had 15 fourth quarter touchdowns and brought the Giants back so many times. And then he did it again in the Super Bowl. And then you watch what he did against Atlanta and Green Bay. He tore them the hell up. And then his signature game in his career is that championship game in San Francisco where he was getting knocked on his ass every time he dropped back. He threw 58 times. He threw for over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and not turn it over. He got sacked 6 times. God only knows how many times he got knocked down. And he just kept getting up and fighting. It'll always be a signature game to me is that game in San Francisco, that 2011 NFC Championship game. Eli was incredible in 2011. Should have won the MVP. But yeah, the first 2 years they were good. The first 2 years they were good. But Or I'm saying the first two Super Bowls, they were, like I said, 13-3. Even when they made the Super Bowl in 2000, they were 12-4. But 9-7 in 2011, 10-6 in 2007. And both years, I think they were 6-6. And listen, the game against Dallas, that saved their season. His signature moment to me in 2011 was the game against San Francisco. But the game in Dallas, where we were 6-6. Now, granted, Tony Romo missed a wide open Terrell Owens that would have ended the game. We were down 34-22 with 5 minutes to go in that game. Eli Manning let us down for 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. And then, of course, JPP had the blocked field goal. But that game there saved the Giants' season. They were done if they lost. Eli Manning did not let them lose. Eli Manning was the MVP in 2011. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Eli Manning should have won the MVP in 2011. The Giants would have never been there without him. He carried. The offense couldn't run the ball. I think they were 30th in the league in rushing, or 32nd in rushing, 30th in defense. They were not good. Eli's the whole reason they even got to the playoffs, and then they got healthy, and then they kicked ass. Patrick, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you. Really. Gentlemen always talking about hog mollies, why you let Dalvin go, and went ahead and spent on free agency. Danny is doing nothing. Well, he let Dalvin go because he was going to decide whether it was going to be Leonard Williams or Dalvin Tomlinson. I don't think he was going to keep either one of them. I'm sorry. I don't think he was going to keep both of them. And again, he traded for Leonard Williams. And Leonard Williams had 11.5 sacks. You had to give Leonard Williams the money. You had to. Do they miss Dalvin up front? Yeah, they do. Did spend on free agency because they wanted Daniel Jones to have a number one receiver. He needed it. And they needed to shore up the cornerback 2 spots. So they went out and they got the best one available. I don't know what you mean by Danny's doing nothing. I don't know if you were under a rock last week. I don't know if you were under a rock against Washington. I don't know if you've been under a rock the last 3 weeks. But to say Daniel Jones is doing nothing, unless you're talking about Danny Shelton, that's possible. Actually, that's what you're talking about. I'm sorry. You're talking about Danny Shelton. Yeah, Shelton sucks. You're right. For a minute, I'm thinking you're talking about Daniel Jones until I actually thought about what the hell you said there. And I'm like, no, Danny Shelton sucks. You're right. He's terrible. He stinks. But yeah. But that's why. They couldn't. He just figured that. I mean, listen, we did the same thing at Linval Joseph years ago, right? So I just figured Dave Gettleman figured the Giants had more pressing needs than a defensive tackle. That's the only thing I can think of. And again, he wasn't going to keep them both. They did need Kenny Golladay. So, yeah, he's definitely overpaid, Alex. And unfortunately, you know what, Alex? No matter what happens in free agency, you're going to have to overpay everybody. Everybody gets overpaid in free agency. Everybody does. My hot take, again, last night, I think Leo has more than 1 sack today. That was another hot take I had. I think Leo has a good game today. I think Leo will step up today. I do. I think Leonard Williams will have at least 1.5 sacks in this game today. I have a feeling. Leonard Williams will have a big game. I had a feeling he was going to have a big game against Russell Wilson last year. I put it right on Instagram. I put a picture of Leonard Williams, a close-up of his face. I said, Russell, get a good look at his face. You're going to see it a lot today at 3 sacks. I'm not saying he's going to have 3 sacks today, but I think Leonard Williams produces. Those are my 2 hot takes for this game, and I'm not even saying we're winning. Leonard Williams has more than a sack today, more than 1, at least 1.5 sacks. Daniel Jones has more touchdowns than Dak Prescott. I still don't know if that means that we win, but I think Leo's going to have a good. I think he's going to have a good game today. If someone says he's going to be guarded by Zach Martin, but they can do a lot of things. You can stunt and get away from Zach Martin. You can do a lot of things with your defensive schemes to get him away from Zach Martin. He doesn't need to go up against Zach Martin the entire day. That's what everybody's saying. You can stunt, guys. You can get what Zach Martin can't have a bad day. Leonard Williams can't have a good game. Seattle had the best offense in the league when we played them last year. Shut them completely down. How did Leonard Williams get 3 sacks on Russell Wilson? It's not like Russell Wilson's a statue. Did anybody think that Leonard Williams got 3 sacks against Russell Wilson last year? Probably not, right? Did anybody besides me? I didn't say he was going to have 3 sacks. I figured he was going to have a good game. But did anybody go into the game against Seattle going, hey, Leonard Williams is going to explode? Probably not. That's why they play the games, guys. That's why they play the games. If we're going to sit here and say Zach Martin is going to dominate, Leonard Williams ain't going to do shit, the Giants ain't going to do shit, why do they even play? Why don't they just forfeit? You never know. You never know. That's the whole thing. Do I think the Giants are going to win? No. I can't sit there and go, yes, I'm confident the Giants are going to beat Dallas, but I definitely think that they can. I definitely think Leonard Williams can have a big game. I definitely think Deion Jones can have a big game. The Giants got to put this together today. They can't. It's there to be had. They can beat this team. Will they? They're going to have to play a almost near perfect game, and they're going to have to hope Dallas makes some mistakes because Dallas is more talented than we are. That's a fact. Daniel Jones is in the house. Thank you, brother. Really, I'm ready for the game. I hope you are, buddy. We're ready for it, too. We're ready to see you build on the performance you had against New Orleans last week. Let's go. Let's go. So let's see what's going on. Cowboys play rougher football than what we're used to. Giants were so. What I don't even understand what that means. What do you mean rougher football? What does rougher football mean? They run the ball. I think the Giants are prepared. I think the Giants know what Dallas does. We play them 2 times a year. There's no secrets between these two teams. Giants know what Dallas is. Dallas is They're very tough up front. They pound the ball down your throat. That's why I said the Giants have to stop Ezekiel Elliott. We're going to win today. It starts with stopping Ezekiel Elliott. Starts with it. But the Giants also play a rough brand of football. They have to get back to it, but that's what the Giants want to play. So we'll see. But I don't know what you mean the Giants won't be ready for it. The Giants know what Dallas does. These two teams are very familiar with one another. It's not like they only see Dallas once every 4 years. I don't know what the hell that means. I'm pretty sure all teams play rough football. It's football. All teams want to win in the line of scrimmage. It's football. I don't know what that means. They won't be ready for it. They'll be ready. It don't mean they're going to. It don't mean they're going to dominate. It don't mean the Giants are going to win, but they're going to be ready for it. It's not like they're not going to be ready. Julian, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, really, bro. Hot take. I get 4 picks on Dallas. I'm that good. I'll tell you what. I'll be happy with one pick, Julian. Just one. Yes, definitely got to finish drives to keep Dak on the field. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's really the Giants. Again, the old adage in football, no matter how many years they play this, run the ball, stop the run. That's how you win the game. The Giants are going to win today. They got to run Barkley. They got to stop Ezekiel Elliott. If they have a chance, they could do that and still lose. But if they can't stop Ezekiel Elliott, we're going to get killed. They will tear us up. That offense will tear us up. If that happens. So, but listen, guys, it's almost 12:30. I am going to get out of here. Again, I just want to say thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, any donations I got today, merchandise, new memberships, I'm going to donate half to St. Jude's because my son was doing a fundraiser for a school for St. Jude's. So I appreciate anybody that super chatted today. It means the world to me. I really do appreciate it. Come back at 4:10. We'll be on Chris's channel. Let's watch the Giants hopefully pull this upset. We could really use it. It'd be big for the fan base, obviously. It'd be bigger for the New York Giants going forward. You beat a team like Dallas, you're 2-3, you're back in the thick of things. You got a very tough Rams team on deck. The good thing is you're not overlooking Dallas to get to the Rams. You're looking Dallas square in the face. This is the divisional game. Anything can happen, and I'm looking forward to it for sure. See you guys at 4:10. Get some lunch. Enjoy the 1 o'clock games, and let's go Giants. It's a bad diggity dizzle, and I'm out. Peace.